This is a tale that you humans have passed down through uncounted generations. It tells of a war of unmatched scale and ferocity, the likes of which would never be seen again. One dark, fateful day, the earth cracked wide and malevolent forces rushed forth from the fissure. They mounted a brutal assault upon the surface people, driving the land into deep despair. They burnt forests to ash, choked the land's sweet springs, and murdered without hesitation. They did all this in their lust to take the ultimate power protected by her grace, the goddess. The power she guarded was without equal. Handed down by gods of old, this power gave its holder the means to make any desire a reality. Such was the might of the ultimate power that the Old Ones placed it in the care of the goddess. To prevent this great power from falling into the hands of the evil swarming the lands, the goddess gathered the surviving humans on an outcropping of Earth. She sent it skyward, beyond the reach of the demonic hordes, beyond even the clouds. With the humans safe, the goddess joined forces with the land dwellers and fought the evil forces, sealing them away. At last, peace was restored to the surface. This is a tale that you humans have told for many ages, generation to generation. But there are other legends, long hidden away from memory, that are intertwined with this tale. Now, a new legend bound to this great story stands ready to be revealed. A legend that will be forged by your own hand. Hey guys, and welcome to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword for the Nintendo Wii. Awesome, so as of the time of this recording, September 16th, 2012, this is the latest Zelda release on the Nintendo Wii. The first to feature really full usage of the motion controls, relies on them pretty heavily, and it's definitely got its own unique style, unique theme from the rest of the Zelda games. References a few of them here and there, of course, but this game really takes on a feel of its own, so we should have a good time here. I've lost the cursor thing. Where did it go? Seriously, okay, there. I don't know what happened. It's kind of freaking out on me here at the beginning. Hopefully this won't be a trend, but I guess we'll see. So you can see we've got a couple files started up here already. This one's kind of a practice. This is my old hero mode file. You can see I've gotten pretty far on that one as well. So let's go ahead and start up a new adventure. We are going to, of course, leave the name as the default Link. Wouldn't want to change that to anything else, of course. So let's go ahead and hit OK and get this thing started. Well, talk about an ominous start, huh? Things are starting out a little cryptic, it seems. Rise, Link. The time has come for you to awaken. You are fated to have a hand in a great destiny, and it will soon find you. The time has come for you to awaken. Link. I've always loved that. Hey, sleepyhead. I know how much you like to sleep in, so I'm guessing this letter will be your alarm clock this morning. Did I guess right? Rise and shine, Link. Today's the wing ceremony. You promised to meet me before it starts, remember? You better not keep me waiting, Zelda. Alright, so of course, as is pretty much Zelda tradition, Link starts out oversleeping as usual. Seems to have a chronic problem with this kind of thing. Alright, but here we are. We are now in control of Link for the first time. We can walk around, do all kinds of stuff. You can see we have a very helpful little interface, which has basically every control you need to know at this point. So, yeah, we can check out the room a bit. There's not too much in here. We can't rest yet. We will be able to later, but of course we just woke up, so we don't want to do that. So you can check out, he's got this cool desk here. And this is a pretty neat little place. We can even sit down in the chair. That's how much attention to detail there is here. But can't really do much there. And before we leave, let's go ahead and check our cabinets. Of course, we're going to get 5 rupees. So, yeah, there we go. Sweet. So, yeah, that'll kind of periodically refill itself. I mean, it's only 5 rupees. It's not worth going out of the way for, but you'll be back here a few times, so it might as well be worth remembering. Alright, so let's go ahead and head out. The controls are pretty much the same as you would expect for just about any Zelda game. The controller's a little bit different, so, you know, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but you still basically use the same fingers for the same commands, like Z as your lock-on. You have Z targeting, much like in previous Zelda installments, and you do that, of course, with your left index finger, so it works out pretty well. It's actually a lot more intuitive than you'd think. So we can kind of run around here. We can dash. You can see there's a little green bar pop up. We'll get to that in a minute. Good morning, Link. Today's the big wing ceremony, right? I wanted to fly too, but I didn't make the cut, so I'm stuck back here at the academy. Plus, I gotta move these barrels over to the kitchen. I was hoping to at least be able to cheer you on, Link, but I guess that's the way it goes. Go out there and wow them, buddy. Yep, will do. I'm not like you, Link. I fail at everything I try. That's why I'm still here, practicing picking up barrels with A. Wait, what? With A? I guess it's not all bad. At least I'm getting paid. Yeah, that works, at least. So yeah, there's kind of an introduction to our little context-sensitive commands, again, as is standard fare with the Zelda series. The A button pretty much does everything, so we can pick up the giant barrel here. Aw, thanks. I didn't think you had time to help me out, Link. Yeah, no problem. Really? Thanks. Okay, so I need you to carry one of these barrels over to the old lady who works in the kitchen. Press A to pick up a barrel, then press A again to put it down at your feet. Fill the Wii Remote up and swing it. You can throw whatever you're carrying. You can roll small items like pots by holding the Wii Remote down and swinging it. Yeah, we'll get into all that later. Like he says now, though, we'll get into trouble if we break any of these, so we don't want to bother with that. So, I don't know. It's always kind of weird to me when characters just kind of talk about, like, buttons on the controller like that, all nonchalant, but, you know, I guess what can you do? Alright, so we're carrying this barrel into the kitchen. This isn't required, of course, but it'll net us a little bit of money, so we might as well. So there's that green bar that popped up. That is your stamina gauge. Basically, anytime Link does anything that sort of requires a lot of physical exertion, you'll have this gauge. It'll steadily deplete, and when it runs out, he basically tires himself out and does whatever bad thing would happen in this case. He drops the barrel, so then you kind of have to recover, and you can pick it back up again. It's no real big deal, but you can get yourself in some pretty sticky situations if you tire yourself out, because you can't really move too much at all. So you want to make sure to avoid that whenever possible. What's all this? I thought I told Fledge to carry that. It's probably for the best. That skinny boy would probably have gotten flattened. Say, don't you have some important ceremony or some such today? Well, thanks for the help. Yeah, no problem. Alright, so of course no reward from her, but if we go back and talk to Fledge here. Thanks, that was a huge help, Link. I know it's not much, but here's half the pay the old lady offered me to do that. And he gives us a nice red ruby. Sweet. I have to hang back and watch the academy today. Good luck with the ceremony, Link. Yeah, so, you know, there's always time to make a good amount of money before we actually head off on our adventure, right? We've got important things to do, but no, we have to carry barrels for people. It's more important. Alright, so this guy over here, I'm really fond of this guy for whatever reason. I don't know, I just connect with him on some level, I guess. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Morning, Link. So, today's the wing ceremony. Are you ready? All I'm saying is everyone else is out practicing at the plaza, but you seem pretty relaxed about the whole thing. Of course, that Crimson Loftwing of yours is something special. I'd feel pretty confident riding him too. My bird won the last ceremony, but even I don't think he could beat that Red Terror of yours. Of course, a bird's true speed in a race always comes down to the skill of the rider. I'm something of a bird researcher around here, so, you know, if you ever find yourself in need of some bird expertise, come see old Pippet. Yeah, will do. So that's Pippet. He's kind of our upperclassman, sort of a mentor type character. So we'll run across him in a few places. We've got an instructor in here. Hey Link, the day of the wing ceremony is finally upon us. It's time to put what you've learned to use, all those practical skills I taught you and all the academic prowess instructor Horwell taught you. While we're at it, do you remember how to look around using C? Press C when you want to take a look at your surroundings. Again, that just kind of takes me out of it, you know? And it's just explaining controls and stuff here. Like, why would he be saying that to Link? I don't know. I always think there's a better way to handle that. You can be more graceful about it. Alright, so I guess we can stop dinking around here inside the academy and actually head out into the big wide world here. So let's see what's in store. Alright, so this is Skyloft, our hometown, as you can see well up above the clouds. A pretty little statue there, nice sweeping panoramic view of the place, that's always nice. So yeah, most of the place is closed off to us for the time being. You can see there's a closed gate there, but of course they want to throw some tutorials at us first. Hey Link, up here!
Yo.
Good morning to you, Link. Today's finally the day of the long-awaited wing ceremony. Are you feeling ready? Oh, I just remembered, there's something I'd like to ask you about. Look this way while pressing and holding Z, then press A to have a quick chat with me. Yeah, of course, there's always that one person in the starting town who calls at you from a roof and you have to talk to him.
Ooh.
Excellent. Always remember you can press Z to target something. Once you've targeted someone with Z, you can easily talk to him or her by pressing A. Again, this is just so weird to me, so we'll skip all this. It's just control stuff that you should already know if you're even decently familiar with Zelda games. Alright, so here, yeah, this is a little bit different. We can dash up to the top of the wooden box. We can move while holding A to dash, and we can make the jump easily. So yeah, that's a new sort of mechanic here. If we hold down the A button while running, you can see we dash around. Of course, as you can see, that also depletes your stamina gauge, and again, if it goes all the way out, you tire yourself and you can't really do much of anything. So again, be very careful. Watch out for that meter. It can get you in a lot of trouble if you're not careful. So what do you think? Using A to dash is useful, isn't it? However, don't dash around so much. Yeah, the stamina gauge, we already know. Alright, so we can also, of course, do the auto jump from the previous games as well. So just walk toward a ledge, he'll jump across if possible. Alright, and let's see what he's got to say. So what are you up to? Rushing to get some last-minute bird riding practice in this morning, Link? Oh, you have someone to meet. Ah, Zelda's waiting for you, is she? Perfect timing, then. You see, Zelda's father, Headmaster Gapora, has a pet named Mia, and, well, she scampered off again. Look. Over there, do you see her? The headmaster's so busy working with Zelda preparing for the ceremony, I thought that maybe I should feed her, but the ceremony's about to start and I just put on a fresh set of clothes and, well, you see. Will you help me out and go retrieve Mia for me? Yeah, sure, we'll help. Ooh, fantastic, so you'll do it. I know you're in a hurry, so I really appreciate your taking the time to help. You should be able to climb up somewhere over there. If you hang off that ledge there, you can climb onto the roof from the other side. I'm terribly sorry, but I know you're quite the climber. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, well, as long as you appreciate it, I guess that's fine. So yeah, we're going to have a little bit of an obstacle course here, basically introducing you to all the various physical obstacles you're going to encounter throughout the game. We can dash up and hang onto this. If we want, we can shake the Wiimote, and you can see that'll kind of give a little boost. So let's drop down. We can jump across this gap, climb up some ivy here. There we go. Alright, so we need to get up onto that roof. I guess we can check out this box. Hey, Link. I don't care how good a jumper you think you are, you'll never reach a roof that high just pressing A to dash. There should be a wooden box up there. Grab and move one with A and use it as a platform of sorts. You can climb onto a platform by pressing A to dash or by pressing the control stick for a few moments. Yep, so of course, moving boxes around. This is all pretty much standard fare if you've played any of the 3D Zelda games. Like I said, the controls are generally the same, even though the controller is quite different. It's pretty amazing, actually, how intuitive it is if you've played a Zelda game before. Alright, so it looks like this is the little guy we need to recover here. Oh, look at him. And I love the way Link holds him. Check this out. He's like staring right in his face, and like no matter which way you turn, he's always just staring right at him. I think that's so funny. It looks like Link has big floppy ears or something, you know? Alright, so he's just like staring right in his face the whole time, like I can't look away. I don't know, it's just so weird to me. Nice work. You've brought her back safe and sound. Sorry for troubling you with this. I know you're busy, Link. I suppose I should feed Mia now. Please tell the headmaster that we found his pet. He should be out by the statue of the goddess. I believe Zelda's there with him, so you should hurry along. Alright, cool. So yeah, he's gonna take care of the little guy. I guess that's all for the better. We've got more important stuff to do. So a couple things to check out here. Over here on the left, this is a bird statue. They're going to explain this to us a little bit later, but we might as well go ahead and check it out. As you can see, this is where we're going to be using our save commands, much like the owl statues from Majora's Mask, but a little bit more intuitive. We'll just cancel for now. But, you know, it's just a permanent save like, you know, any other save you would think of, whereas it was a little weirder in Majora's Mask, but, you know, that's not this game, so let's not get into it. Morning, Link. How's life? Did you manage to get even a wink of sleep last night? Figured you might have been tossing and turning all night, thinking about the big ceremony today. What am I doing? Oh, just fixing this gate here. It's been squeaky lately, and we can't have that on the day of the ceremony. Hey, you haven't already forgotten to send your praise to the goddess this morning, have you? Just face the bird statue over there and say a short prayer to save your progress. As you know, those bird statues are all over Skyloft. It's about time you get in the habit of stopping at a statue every time you run by one. A prayer in time saves none, if you know what I'm saying. Something like that. So yeah, there you go. There's your introduction to saving. Told you we'd get explained. Alright, so this thing over here, we can pick it up. It'll explain it to us. This is a stamina fruit. It'll replenish your stamina gauge. So we can kind of get an example here. If we're dashing up these stairs, you can see we're close to running out of stamina. We can grab this thing. It's instantly refilled and we can keep going. So those things are definitely helpful. Hey, good morning, Link. I'm glad to see my loftwing got you out of bed. I was pretty sure you'd sleep in and forget to meet me this morning. But look at this instrument, and look at this outfit. They're mine to use today in the ceremony, since I'll be playing the role of the goddess. Aren't they beautiful? Especially this instrument. They tell me it's just like the one the goddess was said to have in the legends. It sounds gorgeous too. I asked Father about it and he says it's called a harp. And look at these clothes. I made this wrap myself. We get to use it in today's ceremony. Between the harp and this outfit, I'm going to make a great goddess today. I got you up early this morning because I wanted you to be the first to see me like this, Link. So, how do I look? I think so too, but it's nice to know you agree. Thanks, Link. Of course, I mean, what else were we gonna say? Ah, there you are, Zelda. Are you all prepared for today's ceremony? Oh, hello, Father. Ah, Link, you're here too. Outstanding. It's encouraging to see you up so early, given your capacity for sleep. No doubt today's ceremony had you too excited to close your eyes for once. If you only knew. If you win today's ceremonial race, you'll get to participate in the post-race ritual with Zelda, so give it your best out there. Yes, about that. Father, I don't know if he can do it. Recently, Link hasn't been practicing much at all for the ceremony. And even when he's out riding his loftwing, he's just lazily gliding around, probably daydreaming. I don't know what he's thinking. He's gonna have to be in perfect control of his bird to win today. No need to worry yourself, Zelda. Though you may have a point. Today's wing ceremony tests the skill of the rider as well as his bond to his bird. Victory will not come easily. And as you pointed out, I haven't seen him practicing as hard as some of the other students. Dude, I'm right here. Stop talking about me like that. But you've known him since you were both very little. You should know better than to fret about him. You see, Link and his loftwings share a special connection. I've never seen anything quite like it. As you know, each of us in Skyloft is but one half of a pair. We are only made whole by our loftwings, the guardian birds that the goddess bestows upon each of us as a symbol of her divine protection. When we are young, every one of us meets our loftwing under the great statue of the goddess. It's quite a big moment, as I'm sure you recall. But that first meeting between Link and his loftwing was extraordinary. The bird that came to him was a crimson loftwing. It's a breed so rare that we were sure for some time that it had vanished from the line. Yes, and the boy and his bird seemed to share a profound connection from the moment they met. Do you recall when Link and that loftwing of his first met? What a sight! The little boy just hopped up on that bird and gracefully flew away, without even a moment of instruction. They were meant for each other. And judging by how jealous you were that day, I'd say the friendship he shared with his bird didn't go unnoticed by you, my dear. But who can blame you? I'm sure you weren't the only one envious of the powerful bond shared by Link and his bird. Anyone who's a part of something special is bound to catch some nasty looks sooner or later. This contest is nothing to laugh at, Father. The ceremony is part of the final test for those training to become Knights of Skyloft. If Link doesn't fly fast enough during the race... What if Link messes up his big chance? What if he's not allowed to become a knight? Calm down, my dear. It will be fine. Honestly, it's almost as though you become a completely different person when you worry about Link. Listen, Link, you better fly your heart out today. At the very least, you need to squeeze in a little practice time before the race. Come on, you'll thank me later. Here we are. Go on now. Jump off the edge and call your loftwing. It's almost time for the ceremony, so try to practice seriously for once. Oh yeah? You can't sense your bird out there? Oh, I get it. You're trying to weasel out of having to practice. Nice try, but you're not fooling me. Off you go. Okay, Link, go ahead. Just press down and call your loftwing. His bird sure is taking a long time to get here. Something's wrong. Hang in there, Link. I've got you. Are you two alright? I'm sorry, friend. I didn't mean to push you so hard. You didn't sprain your wing, did you? This is very odd, Link. What could have possibly happened to your loftwing? For a bird to ignore the call of his master, it's unheard of. And you still can't sense your bird nearby, eh, Link? This is quite a problem, especially considering the wing ceremony is about to start. Link, when you said you couldn't sense your loftwing, well, I should have believed you. I'm sorry. I need to tend to my own loftwing, so I'll catch up with you later. You better go on ahead and see if you can find where your bird's gone. My, how did it get to be so late? If I recall correctly, this year Instructor Horwell is presiding over the ceremony. Link, you should go explain the situation to him and see if he's willing to delay the race a little so that you can find your bird. But, Father, you're the headmaster of the academy. If Link asks Instructor Horwell, he'll probably just come talk to you about it. Ha, quite true. As usual, you make an excellent point, my dear. Very well, I'll explain the situation to him myself. Link, run along and tell Instructor Horwell to come see me in my quarters. Alright, so it looks like we've stumbled into quite a conundrum here to start the game. Looks like Link's loftwing is missing, which is a pretty big deal. It's unheard of for a bird to ignore the call of his master, and of course the big wing ceremony is today. Seems a little bit too suspicious to be just a coincidence, huh? So alright, of course we gotta go look for him. First stop is going to be talking to Instructor Horwell to talk about delaying the ceremony so we can find him first. But I think this is actually a pretty good place to stop for the first part, so awesome. Next time we will head into town, see if we can find our loftwing. Until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.